Let us now understand what is a balanced diet. So normally whatever food we eat in a whole day is considered to be as a diet. Now in this diet, when we include all the nutrients that is carbohydrate, fats, vitamins and minerals and proteins, all these nutrients when included in our food in adequate amount, along with this roughage and water is also included, then that diet is called as balanced diet. Because in only one kind of food we cannot have all these things included, so we need to have different kinds of food in our diet. We should include different things in our food to make it a complete balanced diet. So balanced diet depends on age and occupation. For example, if we consider age, when a child is growing up, he needs to grow, his body grows, his bones are also growing. So for a child, protein, which is a bodybuilding nutrient, and calcium, phosphorus, which helps in the growth of bones and teeth, are required in more quantity. So for a child, protein, calcium and phosphorus are more needed. But if we see an adult person who is fully grown up, now he is not growing further, his bones are not growing, his body is not gaining height or so he don't need to have more protein, calcium and phosphorus. So this is how age factor comes in front in a balanced diet. For a child, we need some nutrients in more quantity, but in grown up, we don't need the same nutrient in the same quantity as the child needed. Next is occupation. The job or the profession a person is doing, that is his occupation, and on this occupation also the balanced diet depends. Like a person who is doing hard physical work, like a worker or a laborer, he is doing hard physical work, so he needs more energy for doing his work. So more energy, that means he needs more carbohydrate. But on the other hand, if you see a person who is working in an office, sitting on a chair and doing his work on the computer, so he is not doing physical work, he is more doing mentally work. So he does not require the same amount of carbohydrate as the man who is doing physical work. So here occupation also decides what amount of nutrients are required for the person. Now let us understand what are the deficiency diseases. The diseases that occur due to lack of nutrients over a long period of time, those diseases are called as deficiency diseases, because certain nutrients are not going inside the body for a long period of time. Hence, due to this lack of nutrient, they suffer from a disease whom we call as deficiency diseases. Now, let us see some deficiency diseases. Like if we do not take proteins in our diet for a long period of time, then a disease known as kwashiorkor is caused. In this, red hairs get turned to red color, skin cracks and slow growth of a child. Then stomach of the child swells up, he feels weakness and he becomes irritable. These are the symptoms of kwashiorkor disease, which is caused due to the deficiency of proteins in our diet. Next is protein and carbohydrate deficiency. Protein and carbohydrate deficiency causes marasmus disease. In this disease, the child becomes lean and thick, bones shows up from the skin. He cannot move as he lacks energy, and growth stops completely. Now let us see some other deficiency disease, like for example, deficiency of iodine causes goiter, deficiency of iron causes anemia, Deficiency of calcium causes bone and tooth decay. Now, vitamin deficiencies. In vitamin deficiency, deficiency of vitamin A causes night blindness or loss of vision. Our eyes becomes weak. Now, vitamin B1 causes beriberi disease, vitamin C causes scurvy disease, and vitamin D causes rickets. So, this is complete about deficiency disease. I hope you have understood this chapter completely. Thank you.